Lights, camera, action, I'm splashing. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheel and dip, limousine ride, jet flying, sun with up, and I'm having a hard time holding these Detroit Lions down.
Pussy. What up, though, everybody? It's Mr. Lights, Camera, Action. I'm splashing, bringing you another episode of upNsmoke. I am your host. This podcast is powered by the space station, so I don't have to tell you who's behind the camera, because you know it's the best. First things first, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. As we're going to do this show just right before Thanksgiving. This is the season about laugh, love, and being with your family. That's what this is really about. And somewhere for football. I get to do this every week, and I enjoy doing this. So let's get into this Week 12 recap. Thursday, in the AFC North battle, we had the Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns in a snowstorm. Huntington Bank Stadium. Nick Chubb, final touchdown there with the last 3 minutes, is what really propelled the Cleveland Browns over the Steelers. Browns stunned their division rival 24-19, snapping the Steelers' 5-game win streak. Vikings at Bears, and this was a pretty good one here. This was a thriller all the way to the end. Sam Darnold, you lead the Vikings there on a game-winning drive there in overtime, despite blowing a late lead. Both of these former USC products at quarterback showed out. Sam Darnold had 330 yards, 2 touchdowns. Caleb Williams, 340 yards, 2 touchdowns. Fucking stats look identical. DJ Moore and Keenan Allen also had a touchdown. Have a day, Jordan Addison. And you had one. 8 catches, over 160 yards and a touchdown. TJ Hawkinson, you were making plays all over the field. Over 100 yards there. Looks like Justin Jefferson took the night off in this one. 2 catches, 27 yards. My hometown Lions on the road at Indianapolis Colts. In this one, it was all Sonic and Knuckles. And we relied on our stingy defense to get the job done as they propel us to a victory. The gift that keeps on giving. Jahmyr Gibbs, you had almost over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Demo, David Montgomery, you had a touchdown. St. Brown, you had some yards and some catches in this game. You snapped an 8-game touchdown streak. But one streak that we got cooking, we go back-to-back games without allowing a touchdown. And that's the first time since '99. Shouts out Aaron Glenn in that defense. We also improve our record to 10-1. First time since 1934. But you ain't got to worry. There was no SRTs and scat packs on the asphalt then. It was all Model Ts. Pats at the Fins. AFC East divisional matchup here. Dolphins splashed the Patriots 34-15. To a fish. You carved up the defense for 4 touchdowns. Devon A-Chain, you had 2 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle, 8 catches, over 150 yards, and a touchdown. And you had that Penguin Waddle there in the end zone. You know, since Tua's return, Fins won 3 straight games. Hotter than fish grease. Bucks damn near made a mockery out of the Giants. Well, and it's the Bake Show. Baker in the box embarrassed the Giants on the road 30-7. Baker, you damn near had 300 yards in this one, but it was all the Bucks running backs that did the dirty work. 3 of Tampa Bay's running backs had a touchdown apiece. Tommy DeVito, you're back under center now. Tommy Cutlets for the Giants. I guess they told Daniel Jones to hit the road. That's about 3 years too late, in my opinion. Malik Neighbors, it's not even a season yet, and you're already bitching. But I get it. I get it. I also want to let you know Daniel Jones just got picked up by the Minnesota Vikings, too, for the remainder of the year. He's on a contract just for the remainder of the year. Said he wants to play with a contender. Dallas takes on Washington on the road in the NFC East divisional matchup. You know, and they might as well just skipped all the way to the fourth quarter and just played the fourth because they didn't do dick in the last 3 quarters. 41 points combined were scored in the fourth alone. CeeDee Lamb, you had over 10 catches. Scary Terry McLaurin, you had over 100 yards and a touchdown. Jaden Daniels and Cooper Rush each had over 250 yards in this one. Kevontae Turpin, man, you were skirting. 99 yards all the way to the end zone there on that kickoff return in the final 3 minutes. Austin Siebert, you missed the extra point there as Commanders lose their 3rd straight game. Fuck, man. You know, it's a rough month for Washington sports. All right, might I add the Wizards, 12-game losing streak. Commanders, 3-game losing streak. And in the NHL, the Washington Capitals franchise player, Alexander Ovechkin, broke his leg. And if you were wondering, yes, that's my favorite hockey player. Chiefs at Panthers. Now, KC, you just lost last week to Buffalo, only to almost lose this one here on the road to Carolina. Spencer Schrader, you netted 3 field goals in this one. You accounted for 12 out of 30 of KC's points. At least we know Kelsey showed up to the party in this one as he went for 6 catches for 60 yards. His other buddy, Noah Gray, is the one that got all the accolades in this one as he had 2 touchdowns. DeAndre Hopkins also had a touchdown as well. You know, it's glad to see Bryce Young there getting his swagger back under center there for Carolina Panthers. You know, since they benched you, complete turnaround, and I like that for you. Just got to get you some more weapons there in Carolina. Titans at Texans. This was an AFC South matchup, divisional matchup. Now, the last 6 weeks, I've been telling you, Houston, we got a problem. No, you motherfuckers do got a problem. How the fuck do you manage to lose to Will Levis, CJ Stroud? Say it loud. And I am going to say it loud for all the motherfuckers in the back, all right? You understand me? You pulled that bonehead Dan Orlovsky shit running out the back of the fucking end zone on that safety. You know what, Coleridge? That sophomore slump is a real deal for you, ain't it? You ain't got that same energy you had in the beginning of the season, walking around, chest out, beating teams, sunning them, giving them advice as if you're a fucking 20-year vet. You need to take some of your own advice, all right? Tennessee gave you something that they could remember, a 32-27 victory. Broncos on the road at the Raiders. Listen, Raiders, just like Houston's got a problem, we got one brewing at our own here in Vegas, all right? I'm going to tell you motherfuckers this right now. If I don't see Shadur Sanders or Cam Ward in a black and silver jersey next year, we're going to have a big problem. You understand? Gardner Minshew, our quarterback's out for the season now. Gardner, I appreciate your services. You did all you could do. Desmond Ridder, you did all you can't do, all right? Because you're a walking trash can, respectfully. Jacoby Myers, I don't even know how you had 10 catches and 120 yards in this one. What did you do, throw the ball to yourself? On the flip side, Cortland Sutton, you had 8 catches here for almost 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. You've been balling these last 4 or 5 games for Denver, and it needs to be heard. Broncos beat the Raiders 29-19. And I also want to highlight something on the Raiders, about the only highlight of our season. Brock Bowers, you just broke a record, a rookie record for receptions that was set by Amari Cooper back in 2015 with 73. Shouts out to you, Brock. And I want to give you guys a couple facts on Bo Nix. You guys know I like Bo Nix. Bo Nix, amongst rookie quarterbacks this year, fuckers first in every category. Pass yards, total yards, pass touchdowns, passer rating, completion percentage, and wins. Nix is one of 5 quarterbacks with 20-plus touchdowns with 2 or fewer turnovers in a 10-game span in a season. He joins company with A-Rod, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes. And I also want to give you one more fact. Bo Nix has the 4th best passer rating in all the NFL. He joins company with Jared Goff, Mr. Show-Off, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow. You might be looking at your offensive rookie of the year there. Frisco on the road at Green Bay. And this one wasn't pretty, to say the least, as Frisco's out of their quarterback. Brock Purdy's out right now. They got their backup quarterback in Brandon Allen. You started. George Kittle, the Red Skittle. You're the only one in this motherfucking game that can manage to do something. You score a touchdown there as the rest of the day the offense sat idle. On the flip side, Josh Jacobs, you put up a hat trick this week with 3 touchdowns. Would you get jealous of Joe Mixon's performance last week? You said, I could do this too. You know, your performance is what really propelled you guys over Frisco there, 38-10. You know, Frisco, you fucks might not make the playoffs. And to be honest, I hope you don't. Hey, Bosa, stick that in your Trump hat, pussy. Cards at Seattle, NFC West showdown. You know, 2 weeks in a row, I've said Geno and the Hawks were going to come out and get a win. And they did just that. You're all right with me, Eugene. Don't worry about that. Over 250 yards out of you in a touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Another week, another touchdown. And I like that for you, too. You know, Kobe Bryant's pick 6 here ensured the Seahawks would have a big game on defense, and they did just that, holding Kyler Murray to just 6 points. You know, Arizona, you can't ask Kyler Murray to do everything, but I am going to ask somebody to do something. You, Maserati Marv, where the fuck are you at? High draft pick, you ain't done a goddamn thing since that 3-touchdown performance you had. Where are you at? It looks like Trey McBride is the go-to guy over there. Seahawks take the win at home, 16-6. Eagles at Rams. Honestly, it was all Philly in this one. Another week, another Saquon Barkley show as he sets the Eagles' franchise rushing record with 255 yards here in this one. 2 touchdowns to go along with it. A.J. Brown, you had 6 catches over 100 yards in that touchdown. You know, I smell bull jive on that touchdown because it looked controversial. You're my guy and everything. You caught the ball, put the 2 feet down, the ball gets punched out. Can anybody tell me what a catch is anymore? Now, on the flip side, Matt Stafford, you had 250 yards here, 2 touchdowns. Puka Nacua, you had the yards in this one, 117. Cooper Kupp, you had the touchdown. Eagles fly around the Rams, 37-20. You know, Brandon Graham's out for the season. That's my guy, hometown legend. He was out with a torn tricep, and honestly, he looked so fucking nonchalant about it. You know, that just that shows you how tough that guy really is. I hope you have a speedy recovery, and I hope we see you back for another year, Brandon. You know, since Nick Sirianni shaved his head, the Eagles have been on a 7-game winning streak. Fuck. Maybe I should do that for the Raiders. Only thing is, I'm scared my hair ain't gonna grow back. You know, since that 7-game winning streak, the Eagles have held every opponent to just under 300 yards. You know, this past Monday, we were blessed enough to receive the Harbaugh Bowl, okay? Ravens on the road against the Chargers. Action Jackson, you account for over 3 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, you had over 140 yards rushing as Baltimore trumps the Chargers 30-23. Lamar Jackson, you moved to 4-0 against the Chargers. John Harbaugh, you moved to 3-0 against your little brother Jim. Quentin Johnston, okay, you had 3 crucial drops in this one. That's why they really lost the game. But that's been the deal with you since you've been drafted. I like you, but you've been in my doghouse from what you did to my Michigan Wolverines 2 years ago in that Fiesta Bowl. So it's fuck ya. And that was it for my Week 12 recap. Let's get into these upNsmoke players of the week now. I got 4 of them, all well and deserving. Saquon Barkley, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 catches, 47 yards. You set an Eagles franchise rushing record in that one. Josh Jacobs, 106 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns, and you get the win over Frisco. Bo Nix, 270 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. And you set a Broncos record for most touchdown passes by a rookie, previously set by Marlon Briscoe there in 1968. My last one goes to one player and the rest of his 10 guys on defense. This is Aleem McNeil. You know, it's no secret. Since Hutch has been down, we were playing on a crutch and we're doing it for Hutch. Fuck, we're all doing it for Hutch. All right. Aleem McNeil, since Hutch went down, you came in and you stepped right in, show up, you show out, hard-nosed, blue-collar guy. And to be honest, it's rubbing down on all 10 of your other players on defense. We're all stepping up. We just set a record last week, 2 weeks in a row now. No team scored on us. Aaron Glenn, big ups to you there. And big ups to you, Aleem McNeil. For the last week, I went 9 out of 14 for betting. Now, some of the games I lost, we should have won. Texans, how the fuck do you lose to the Titans? I said the Bears would upset Minnesota. It took overtime for that. And I said the Steelers would beat the Browns, and you know what happened there. Let's get into this Week 13 slate of games. And might I add, happy Thanksgiving. We got 3 games today, one at 12:30, and it's the one that everybody probably wants to see. We got the Bears at Lions, my hometown Detroit. Hold on a second. Now we're in the game. Listen, I seen that spread on this game. It's minus 10.5. That's a big number. Only thing spreading is her legs. You understand me? Bears, you got a lot of weapons, but can you use them? DeAndre Swift, you're making your return into the den. Lions, you got a whole better team going on right now, and you got more weapons. I'm going to take the Lions money line, and these are wine tint. We got the 4:30 game, which you're probably already going to have the itis from eating. You're probably going to be sleeping. You ain't even going to watch this one. We got the Giants at Dallas. Listen, I'm going to take Dallas at home. It's Thanksgiving. Maybe we can give Jerry some hope. We got 8:30. We got the Dolphins at Green Bay. This is going to be a good one. Dolphins are on a 3-game win streak since Tua Fish has been back. I'm going to take the Dolphins on the road. I know the cold's going to play a factor, but it is what it is. This is football, all right? This ain't pussy ball. Now, listen, we got a game on Friday. I know everybody's probably going to be out doing some Black Friday shopping. So if you do, I'd like you to pick me up a Las Vegas Raiders shirt. Maybe you could put it in my stocking for Christmas or simply gift it to me for my birthday coming up. Listen, I'm going to take the Chiefs here. Even though the Raiders, we almost beat the Chiefs there early in the season, I'll still take the Chiefs. I might take the Raiders there to cover, though. On Sunday's slate of games now, we got the Chargers at Falcons. Harbaugh, you just lost your previous game. Falcons, you ain't got to worry about somebody walking into your trap, taking over your trap. Fuck, I fucked up. All right, ready? Sunday's slate of games, we got the Chargers at the Falcons. Harbaugh, you just lost your last game. I'm looking for you to bounce back. Falcons, you ain't got to worry about walking into somebody else's trap and taking it over. You got to worry about somebody else walking into your trap and taking that bitch over. And I got Harbaugh doing that here on the road. We got the Steelers at Bengals. This is an AFC divisional matchup. Steelers, you were just in that dogfight last week with Cleveland. This one ain't going to be no better. I'm going to take the Bengals there at home. We got the Cardinals at the Vikings. Cardinals, you're a shit show. Sam, I am Darnold. I'm waiting for your egg to crack. But at the same time, I'll take Minnesota there at home. We got the Colts at the Patriots. AR5 back under center there. We got Drake May, 2 young quarterbacks here. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to take the Patriots there at home. How about that? We got Seattle at the Jets. Oh, shit. I'm just going to tell you this. It's all over, A-Rod. Go home. Your task is impossible. I'm taking Geno Smith, okay? This guy here, fucking Geno. I took him the last 2 weeks and he shined. Taking him here on the road. We got the Titans at the Commanders. After Commanders just lost last week, I'm going to take them here this week. I'm going to take them here at home. Texans at Jags. This is an AFC matchup. Texans, we got a problem, and it's a big one. But not too big that you can't get this win here on the road. Jacksonville, Jesus, you're a shit show. And if I was you, do what you can to pry yourself out of Jacksonville or get a new fucking coach. One of the two. Rams at the Saints. We already know what type of gasoline car runs off of. I'm going to take the Rams on the road. They just got a lot more weapons. We got the Bucks at the Panthers. That's an NFC division matchup. Bryce Young, you've been playing pretty good, man, since you last been benched. A whole complete 360 turnaround. And I like that for you. Only I like Bake Show better. I'm taking Baker Mayfield and the Bucks on the road. This is going to be a barn burner. And you might even look, nah, I can't say that yet because I'm not putting them over my hometown Lions. I was going to say this is a Super Bowl matchup potentially. We got the Eagles at the Ravens. Ravens being at home. I'm going to take the Ravens there at home. How about that? Nick Sirianni, let me see what you got. We got the 8:30 game on Sunday. That's prime time. We got the 49ers at Bills. Listen, 49ers. If Brock Purdy ain't playing, it's curtains. And if he is playing, I might take them on the spread. I'm still taking Josh Allen and the Bills at home money line. Josh Allen, you're looking like an MVP. And on Monday night, we got the Broncos and the Browns. Broncos being at home. Listen, you know how I am with Bo Nix. I'm not going to take Jameis Winston to beat Bo Nix. Broncos are at home. And that's it here as I put my blunt out. What do I always say? Week after week, brick by brick. Keep maneuvering through the smoke with me. Stay with me as I remain consistent. I got the best team around me. Keep my head in the game. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Peace and love, man. That's what it's all about.
You know what that is? God damn it. Forgot I'm only looking at one camera today. But you know what this is. Up in smoke. Pussy. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Peace.